Warning: the people who recorded this podcast had absolutely no clue what they were doing. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome, everybody, to the podcast. We still have no idea what the hell this thing is going to be called, but, how's everyone doing today? Tyler?
Very good.
John?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm ready.
Nice.
I'm ready to.
It's probably gonna be a
And
it's gonna be a
hang
common
out.
occurrence that I have just woken up before we do this. So
Fair.
Wait, you just woke up?
yeah, I took a little nap.
Oh,
It-
okay,
Why-
okay.
That's why I wasn't. That's why
I
wasn't on sooner.
I honestly shouldn't. That should have probably been the first thing that came to my mind when you weren't responding to us, because even though me and you played fucking Demon Slayer and Splitgate like around like what, noon?
Yeah.
But speaking of Demon Slayer, the newest episode came out yesterday.
Fire?
Speaking of, happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and
Cringe.
to all the people who
Valentine's
put,
Day is an L.
to all the people who put Happy Valentine's Day to My Valentine on their Snapchat stories, Instagram stories. Fuck all you people.
Yeah, no, it's kind of dumb. Like, bruh, it's like Snapchat, like just fucking like, ugh.
Nah,
Public
but
displays of
Mhm.
affection, dude, gross.
bruh,
I feel like
imagine
you
cringe,
should
bro.
love your significant other, like, in a good sense, like every day, not just like once out of 365 days.
Yeah, I agree. I get that. But anyway, back to Demon Slayer. So
Yes.
do we just want to go into just talking about the episode and then?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with that.
Okay. So go ahead.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So I'm just gonna say this right off the bat that I think that it was a fantastic episode, especially with the fact that we got the backstory to Gyutaro and Daki, or not Daki actually. Her name was what, Yume?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm. And
I
go.
I did really like that, but I just felt like it took up so much of the episode. I was like kind of hoping for like some conclusion bits, but like I appreciate it at the same time.
Mhm.
But it was pretty cool to see how he kind of like they both turned into demons and how they kind of took this
Like-
sad story and turned it into a kind of a villainous one.
Yeah, like how, their rise and fall in a way.
Yeah.
The one
it
thing
makes you
I thought-
actually like pity them.
Yes, it actually gives you like a way to sympathize with
Dude.
the villains of the arc. One thing I thought was, or go ahead. Sorry, John.
It's all good. The villain was so fucking pog. He was just he literally like after the whole thing, he knows what he did was shit, and he's just like, yeah, I know what I did was bad. Fuck you, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
He's like, fuck you, I'll
You
do
live
it again.
you live a better life than me. Fuck you. Fuck
He's
you.
like, you know what? He's like, you know what? You guys have dashing good looks. Guess what? Fuck you. Fuck
Fuck
all of you.
you.
I'm gonna. I'll slash your faces open.
It also explains why he has like the fucking black dots all over him, and
Yeah.
and why he looks like his fucking stomach was bound.
It really does give you a good explanation as to like why he looks the way he does compared to his sister,
Yeah.
which is, I think, I'm not gonna say it's weird, but it's like, I don't even know where I'm going with this.
You're good,
I have no
man.
idea.
I was kind of like, I thought it was so cool how like Nezuko was able to just diminish all of the poison in a matter of seconds. That was hard. And like, if I was like Tanjiro, like I'd be like, shit, you can heal. I'm gonna like carry you as like in my back, and whenever I'm in a struggle, just call you out, heal me, then put you back in the box so I can keep boxing.
It wasn't quite like that. She burned the poison out of the people. She didn't inherently heal them because
I mean, yeah, if that was the case, then well, Tengen would have walked away with both of his hands and his eyes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tengen did take an L.
He took a fat L, but this man
He
gets
took
to
an L
retire.
and then
And then,
but then
and
he
then,
had 3 Ys.
Oh yeah, so like, did he really take an L though in that
and then
case?
the fucking other Hirasha, however it's whatever the fuck it's called, he shows up and he's
Cool with
just
it.
like, bruh, you can't retire. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
he's like, you're not allowed. He's like, you're not allowed to leave. His name is Obanai Iguro.
Yeah, I'm so hyped for Igor, bro. Like, I feel like he's gonna be like like the Sasuke of this show, and he's gonna be an absolute G. Like, I feel like when they're training with Kim and Tanjiro, he's gonna like make him at least twice as strong.
I don't know why, but I don't even get Sasuke vibes from it. I get just straight up Orochimaru vibes. It might
That's
just
probably
be
just
the
because
white.
he's white and a
Snake.
snake,
It might just be the white snake talking, but like, I don't know. I don't know.
and probably just because he's a light-skinned guy and he's a snake.
Oh, he's very light skinned.
I like his character design though.
He does, yeah, no, he does look pretty badass. But I think I can speak for everybody when I say that, at least for me, at the beginning of the episode and the end of episode 10 or 11 or whatever, it was basically Tengen like screaming to Tanjiro, but you can't but it's coming from Tanjiro's ears and he can't hear him that well. He's like, what is he saying? And it's just Tengen just screaming at him. He's like Kamado, it's not over. Like this isn't, we're not done yet. He's like, get away from here before we get killed. And it was just so eerie, a little, like it was a little eerie
Yeah.
for me
And
hearing
For
it.
me, for me, it felt like something like one of the 4 was gonna just fucking die. Like I for sure thought something was gonna die there.
I genuinely thought Tengen was gonna die when I like after the explosion happened, after after Nezuko burned away all the poison using her blood demon art or whatever, and then healed up or at least burned away the poison in Tanjiro, and they went to search for everybody else. When I saw Tengen surrounded by his wives, I was like, oh no, don't tell me this man's gonna die. And luckily that didn't happen. And Jonathan, you sent the screenshot. This episode just had my favorite my favorite art styles shown, like the one that you sent.
Oh, you fucking
I think
It was
I think
hilarious.
I was laughing at this episode more than I ever have with any other episode of Demon Slayer, just because of those like art style choices.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think they did a great job concluding the series in general. I'm just very excited to see what comes next. Like
Mhm.
I'm ready. Like I like the first one was like 25 episodes or something. Like that. It was pretty long.
Yeah, it was like 24
and this one
episodes or something.
this one was definitely like less than half of those episodes.
Mhm.
Maybe
They're-
a little bit more.
It seems like they're definitely taking the route of just doing each arc is its own season instead of doing like multiple arcs into a single
Yes.
season like they did
And
with the first one.
I appreciate that.
I do too. I think it's a great idea. But
Yeah, there were 11 episodes this season.
yeah, no. But the problem is that we're probably gonna have to wait another 20 years to get the next season of Demon Slayer. Sadly, so.
Boo-hoo.
No more Nezuko-chan. No more.
I've been waiting since
Nowhere.
2016 for more Overlord.
No more muscular mice. That's another thing. The muscular mice were literally only shown like what, once, twice maybe in the,
Showed
in the
up and
entire
they showed
season.
up a few times.
Yeah, but it
Oh
wasn't
my
really
God.
that needed.
Uh,
I just thought that every time they were on screen, they were just stealing the show.
fucking, would you rather have three hot
Would you-
wives or muscle mice?
mice. I don't know, the muscular mice. They're looking pretty fine. Not gonna lie.
Gotta jump into the ceiling and then tell them to bring you your fucking boarhead.
Yes. But why don't we get into the meat of the last episode, which is the final fight? Or do we just not want to bother with that one?
I mean, they fucking pop the people's heads off, and then
All right, I'm back.
they fucking exploded, dude. The fucking body exploding. I I don't know how any of the characters survived that because like before it
That was
survived there was like still houses and stuff, and then after the fact it looked like the city had been bombed.
it. Yeah,
'Cause they were
it
supposed
looked like Hiroshima Part 3.
Like there was nothing. Like
The entire town, like the entire entertainment district, was like fucking destroyed. It was in ruins. I will say this though, that at the end of the final episode, it really tore at my heartstrings when Gyutaro was going in. He was clearly going into hell. Like he was just walking there, and his sister's just sitting there, just trying to preach to him, just being like, "I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to call you ugly. I was just pissed off that we lost. Like I didn't want to admit that I was the reason we lost, that I was, so weak and so useless." And
Yeah.
she's just like, "I just want to be with you." And he's looking at her and he's just like, "Shut up. Like, don't follow me." He's like, "Don't
Because
follow me."
he's like looking out for the best for her, but at the same
He's telling
time,
her.
he's not going to.
He's literally telling her, he's like, "I'm walking away from you so that you can go towards the light." And I thought that was the sweetest thing. And then
Yeah.
it hit even more when she was like, "No, I'd rather go with you." She was like, "Do you not remember the promise that we made to each other when we were little, back when we
Yeah.
were not demons?" And it showed that promise that he made, saying like, they'll always be together, like they'll always protect each other, they'll always be there for each other. And I thought that was like just so heartwarming. And when he just
Yes.
gave her a piggyback ride, and she was just crying, just walking into hell, but like all they really cared about was that the fact that they were with each other no matter where they were. And I thought that was really sweet.
I thought it was a really good like style choice that he picks her up on her back and then walks into the fire,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the only one in the fire.
Yes.
And completely unrelated this. Completely separate thing.
Uh-huh.
Don't know why. I think it would be really funny if he was voiced by Gilbert Gottfried in the dub.
Why?
I could that'd be interesting.
He's a wacky looking fellow.
No, but
No,
this thing with that scene that I love so much is that it shows that whole backstory shows that these demons don't have no reason to be the way that they are. Like they are acting this way because of things that they've experienced and things that they've gone through. And from a cinematic standpoint, it's so beautiful just to see in a bad way how a person can develop.
Yeah, I agree.
Also,
no,
I'm gonna be completely honest. Like,
Hmm?
they haven't really, cause there's been every time he like beats a demon or like a big one, it
Yeah.
like shows their backstory. There hasn't really been any where like I'm like, yeah, that you like I wouldn't have taken the demon powers. What, are you kidding me? Like all of
Yeah.
them are just kind of like, hey yo, this guy's sister just got burned to death, and he's sitting in the cold air. Like, I don't know, like it would make sense to take the blood of the demon blood.
Suck my
because-
blood, boy.
Yeah, also like the fucking
He walks up to him.
who the
and he's
fuck
just
was
like,
that guy?
He just walks up, "Suck my blood."
What?
That's
Who the
basically-
I'm
fuck
sure
is
he'll
that
show up
guy?
later. I'm sure he'll show up.
He's
Oh,
a-
I'm sure he'll show up later too. But like, I was expecting.
strong as hell.
I was expecting Muzan, yes.
I was expecting Muzan because it would have been such a fucking Muzan move to just show up there and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" But no, it's just this fucking guy walking over with a fucking leg that has a bite taken out of it.
Okay, so do you guys want me to spoil, like, just at least who the guy was?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
if
think
you-
it,
if you
it,
know,
it said what the
tell us.
guy's
Well,
name
yeah,
was.
His name is Doma, like Doma, Doma,
Yeah,
and
no.
as you guys saw, he was the upper six at the time of
Oh, I'm sure he's
Gyutaro
up to 3.
and Daki. No, because Akaz is upper 3. Take a wild guess as to what he is, as to what his rank is.
I don't fucking know.
He's an upper.
Is it-
He's
Is that 1? Is there just a 1 spot?
no, he's upper 2. He's upper 2.
Okay.
That yeah. I don't know why I was trying to be so like dramatic with it. I don't fucking know.
He's not up for 3.
He's
Is
not
he
upper 3.
Upper
like,
2, upper 1.
He's definitely
just
strong
upper.
himself. You can just get that
Yeah,
sense.
no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
would,
gonna
I
get
would
into anything else
assume,
about him.
I would assume that he'd show up again just because, like,
Mm-hmm.
why would they show him if he didn't?
What? If he didn't what?
Like if he wasn't going to show up again, why would they show him?
True. Very true. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about when it came to Demon Slayer season 2, or even just the final episode itself? Anything else you wanted to add?
The season 2, I think, gave us a lot to think about for this next season. I think it kind of broadened our eyes of the whole world. I think it kind of gave us more
Gave a little more-
appreciation for this
little more
art,
world
the
building.
art and animation as well too. Because
Mhm.
like I know those episodes take forever because you can tell how much quality they put into those.
Yes, it's a perfect example of when animators actually get paid. Unlike
Yeah.
unlike Seven Deadly Sins season 3 to the part where I want to kill myself.
Oh my. Yeah, but I enjoy this season a lot.
hmm
It kind of this whole season kind of went by fast because of most of the season was just one big fight, but
Yeah,
Um, it gave us a lot, and it almost feels like this season was like setting up for the next season. I think the next season is gonna be a lot bigger, a lot longer,
Mhm.
and I'm just very excited for that, and I'm
Yeah.
hopeful to see the hell Zenitsu is gonna be doing in this next season as well.
Yeah, I hope they give Zenitsu a little more to do. He didn't.
I hope both of them,
True, both of them. Yeah.
because like it's one of those things. It's the same way I felt this almost the same way about it. I like Tanjiro more than Midoriya, but I
Mhm.
felt the same kind of way about My Hero, where I'm like, yeah, main character's cool and all, but I
But,
don't
like,
know
give
what
these side
literally
characters.
any other character does.
Yeah, literally. Like you said for My Hero, like what did you say? Like Todoroki. Who else? Or even just like other characters like Froppy.
Yeah,
Mineta.
Asui fucking Minetta's a fucking actually. I'm
I mean, if
I'm
any-
alright
if-
not seeing as much as a Minetta. I
If
don't
anything,
hate
it'd be showing
Minetta.
him peeping. It'd show him trying to peep on fucking
I like
every female in the
Don't-
school.
I don't mind Minetta.
He's
Like
so
I
great.
can deal with his
Seriously,
antics.
bro.
Sometimes they're funny. Usually they're not super funny. Sometimes they're funny, but like pretty fucking like I mean I don't want to watch him. But like
Yeah.
Mina, I'd totally watch more of Mina. Mina's fucking awesome.
Mhm.
She has the fucking acid shit.
Oh
She
yeah.
gets like no fucking screen time. But
What's
yeah, no,
another-
same. It's the same sort of way where I'm like, again, like Tanjiro, a lot more than Midoriya, just because Midoriya is kind of very basic. Tanjiro
Yeah.
has a little bit more depth, but like Tanjiro's cool. I just want to see more of like Nezuko and Inosuke.
I want to see Inosuke, like fucking dislocate all of his limbs again, and I want to see him beat the shit out of a demon.
Want to see him fucking move his lungs into his colon.
I move my heart around so that you can't, so your blade couldn't kill me. I grew up in the mountains. Poisons don't affect me. Really? Oh, really then?
Yep, that's how it works. He ate the berries.
He ate the
He ate the
berries.
mushrooms.
But it-
I watched Redo of a Healer. Eating the mushrooms makes you
no.
immune to drugs.
Oh
That's
god.
a fucking terrible show. I never recommend Redo of a Healer. I was really excited for it. I will be honest, I was excited for it. And it wasn't good. The manga was a lot better. The manga was a lot better than the anime. Manga still fucked up. Anime still fucked up. But the manga had more substance to it.
Mhm.
Like, the fucking anime was literally just porn. But the manga, actually showed people getting eaten alive. It's kind of, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a good thing, but I mean, it's kind of like Overlord. Like Overlord's anime's really fucking tame compared to the manga. Fuck, the manga of Overlord is real fucked up. Obviously, there's always worse, but it's not.
I mean, yeah.
It's not. That's not the point. The point is, Redo of a Healer is a bad show.
For me personally, I would say the biggest moment of my childhood, like when I first started growing up, was back in early Naruto when Naruto and Neji were boxing in the exams, and out of nowhere you see Naruto come out of the ground and just throw that
Oh, sucker
huge
punch.
punch right across that boy's jaw to win that fight. That had me like off my seat as a kid, like, oh my god, no
Oh
way!
We're
I was
talking
going
about.
crazy.
We're talking about like first anime moments now.
Like favorite first, whichever one you
Yeah,
want to do.
yeah. Little show called Kill la Kill.
Oh god.
It's an amazing show. It's an amazing show. You should watch it if you haven't. Animation is amazing. Love the
I'll give
way
it a
that
shot.
guy does his animation. Tons of moments in it that are just really fucking cool. But I think one of the most amazing anime moments for me is I mean there's a couple. There's a lot of
There's a lot.
like what the fuck moments. Like there's one in like Made in Abyss, there's one in fuck, what's it called? Rising of the Shield Hero, fucking Rough Talia, when
Yeah.
the fucking whole Rough Talia in general is oh my god, she's a great character. It's a that's a heartwarming one. Then there's like God, there's just too many.
I think I'd say one of my favorite anime moments would have to be what is it?
I got it.
Go ahead.
Another great one. Super fucking sad. The first fucking time someone dies in a Kimi ga Kill, like one of the main characters, because I didn't know a Kimi ga Kill was gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Mind it. I still think it's a great show, but I was like,
Oh man.
which is a shame because if I can remember correctly, I think my favorite character was the first one to die.
Oh wow.
Damn.
The
That's just
chick
the
with the
worst.
purple hair. I think she's the first one to die.
Oh wow.
Oh no, I really liked her because I liked her backstory, where there was like
Oh man.
the fucking guys, and then she like stabbed him to death or whatever.
What was she
Sorry.
fighting like a main villain or something? And like he was giving us
Yeah.
her fucking backstory, and then it was just like, oh,
Well, no,
she's gonna die.
In Akimi ga Kill, Akimi ga Kill's great show too. If you haven't seen it, I think that's a Funimation one though.
That is one that I definitely want to watch. I know it's on Netflix actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, that one's really good. There's actually a gay guy in it. Which surprising because I mean, anime. I think there's probably more because I think that came out in like 2015. I need to check real fast. I'll tell you. But like, I mean, that's surprising. A little bit. A character heavily implied to be gay. But yeah, no. She was like talking to the main character and she explained her backstory and it was a pretty sad backstory. Her friend got like fucking sexually assaulted by these guys and then she went and confronted them and then they went to attack her and she like stabbed them out of self-defense and then chased them down into the street and killed them and everyone sat there and watched and was like, we gotta call the police, and that's why she was on the run.
Jesus.
And then she gets in the fight with the bad guy and fucking dies. Yeah. think
Yeah.
Madoka Magica has a moment like that too, where the main character they're in like one of the fucking acid trip fight montage things, and main character, can't think of her fucking name, stands up and she says something and then just gets fucking obliterated by a fucking LSD monster.
I have two huge ones. In my
Uh-huh.
in my anime. First of all, when Naruto shows up to fight Pain.
I knew exactly where you were going. As soon as you said Naruto, I was like, it's got to be the Pain fight. It's got to be the moment where he comes in to fight Pain.
Hands down, one of my
One of the
favorite
best.
moments in anime.
I agree.
Because you knew as soon as that boy showed up with that sage move,
It
he was
was-
about to throw
oh, yeah,
hands. It
you
was game
knew.
over.
Especially with the fact that he was there with like all the, he was there with like Gamabunta, he was there with fucking
Yes.
Manpa, he was there with the other Toad summons, and he had Sage mode activated. You knew shit was about to go down.
Yes. And you had Yu Sakura yelling for him, and then he showed up and he was like, "What's
Oh
up?
yeah, the trash
What do you
can,
need from me?"
the,
Yeah.
the Little Miss Useless, never did anything.
Fantastic moment.
Hello, this is Future Sean, editing the podcast right now, and a chunk of audio didn't get recorded by the bot that we used. So to give some context to the missing segment, we basically just talked a little bit more about Sakura and then mentioned some anime made in 2014. But yeah, that was really it. I just wanted to let y'all know so that you weren't confused when it transfers over to the next segment. 2014 doesn't seem that long ago, but when you think about
it
it,
doesn't.
it's been what, 8
And it-
years?
It definitely still holds
Or-
up. It's a good show.
8?
Oh yeah, there's good shows that are really old too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say the obvious one.
Yeah, but good shows.
what is
But
it?
there also are
Cowboy
some new
Bebop,
shows,
I'll
like
say
one
it.
we were just with the Bang.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Speaking of older animes, Jonathan, I finally decided to start watching an anime you recommended to me that came out in 2012. That is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah. What you're
Wow,
on
dude,
part
like,
one?
So far, I am in episode. I think I'm on episode 4 now. I haven't watched much of it, but
All right.
it's.
Yeah.
I am intrigued, and so far, my favorite anime moment from that was just the famous line from Dio where he just goes, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. That way I don't butcher it.
Where he says, "I'm going to fucking kill your dog, Jonathan."
Dude, when I saw that the dog died, I was like, no. What the fuck? I was
Iconic
like,
Dio
what is
line,
this?
Jonathan, I'm going to kill your dog, and you can't do anything about it.
Oh, what is it? Where is
One
it?
of my next favorite
It's
moments.
this.
Oh, is it the fucking? I know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Wait for it. That one. As soon as when I heard that, I was just like, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. And then another thing that I never realized was the outro music, the beginning to the outro music of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I never realized that is where the meme came from.
Yeah, that's where
I
the
never
meme came from.
knew the to
Sadly-
be continued meme. I never
Sadly,
knew that.
it does stop, but that's all right.
Sadly, but I mean, hey, it is what it is.
I mean, it still does to be continued, but it stops
Mhm.
playing the song.
But it does a different song.
So with JoJo's, you're on Phantom Blood. That's part 1.
Mhm.
That's Jonathan. I think it's the same like part. Not part. Obviously, it's not the same part because the next part is Battle Tendency. But it's the same like season sort of thing. The first 26 episodes are part 1 and 2.
Okay.
Then after that, which not too many people like part 1 a lot. Part 2 is a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah. Is that where they get into like the stands and everything?
No, part
No?
3 is when they have stands. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's Battle in Egypt and what's it called? I don't know why I can't think of the names of them now. But yeah, no. So you're on the third episode. fourth episode, somewhere there. You
Yeah.
got a ways to go.
I definitely
see,
do.
I think it's currently on Stone Ocean, which is a great part. I'm liking
Yep.
how it is. Um, dude, I'm waiting for the next one though. I've been waiting for Steel Ball Run. I want Steel Ball Run so much. Steel Ball Run has so many of my favorite characters. You have no clue who I'm talking about.
No, I
But
don't. No, I have
It
no
has
fucking
Gyro Zeppeli, who's
Uh-huh.
a fucking like cowboy. He has grills. It has Diego, who's the dinosaur man. It's got I mean, Johnny Joestar is pretty great because he's disabled. He's in a wheelchair and he rides the horse around.
Oh, wow.
It's got the fucking president of the United States of America, Funny Valentine, who has an American flag scar across his back.
Mhm.
And it's even funnier because the first time he appears, he's like this frail old man. And the
Mhm.
next time he appears, he has the long blonde hair and he's super buff. And the only like thing that they say about it is they just go, "Oh, he worked out."
That's it? That's it?
Yeah, he worked
Oh,
out.
he worked out.
He worked out.
Just all you
Uh,
hear is just says, "Congratulations, my man."
Yeah, he worked out. No, I could talk forever about JoJo's. It's
Oh
one
yeah,
of my-
trust me.
it is-
I'm excited for when I actually do get in like further into the series. Those are conversations I'm excited to have with you.
It is one of my favorite shows. One of my favorite anime manga in general. But fuck, I lost my thought. That's all right. Oh no, I remember now. Steel Ball Run. Another reason why I'm so excited for Steel Ball Run in fucking actually it's gonna be like fucking 6 years or something. Fucking we might finally have merchandise of Steel Ball Run. Dude, it's so hard to find any merchandise for Steel Ball Run. There is like no figures of Funny Valentine.
Really?
There is merchandise of Funny Valentine. It's just
It's
so
just-
hard to find.
It's hard to get.
Ugh.
I guess that's one thing I never really did. Well, I kind of do now. Is like just get merchandise from like different anime.
I
I have-
have
You guys have seen my Jujutsu Kaisen bucket hat.
I have
I wear
one
proudly.
I have one figure as of right now. I plan on getting more. I don't really feel like ordering figures off the internet, although I might end up doing that at some point. I have one figure and it's I always butcher her name. It's like Milliman? Milliman? Something like that.
No
She's
clue.
she's the demon lord from that time I got reincarnated as a slime, which is another
okay.
great show. I can't wait for the next season. Yeah, no. Although it's a very strange figure to have because the character dresses very scantily
Mhm.
and is not a very well endowed woman.
Very.
She's very short. She does not have large honkers.
Bitties.
And
Take old bitties.
yeah, no, she kind of looks like a child, so it is a little weird.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a little weird. But also, I like the character, so I don't care. Also, I wanna. They had two. The fucking vendor had two different figures of her. The one I got was like $30. There was a different one for like 40 something, and it was the one with all her fucking armor and like there was like a stand so she'd like fly in the air and stuff. And I was gonna get that one, but then I was like, bruh, I just don't want to spend $40. And then I saw the other one, and I was like, hey, I'll go with that one.
Hmm?
So yeah, have her
that
sitting on
choice.
my desk. I do need to get around to watching ReZero. I've watched the first season, I've watched one of the movies. I'm trying to watch it in order. I don't know if it really matters if I watch it in order. I might just finally say fuck it and just start the next season.
Mm-hmm.
ReZero is pretty good. At
Okay.
least the first season was pretty good. There was a lot of what the fuck moments in that because the main character, I don't know if you know the stuff about ReZero, either of you, but
Mm-mm.
the main character, Subaru,
Subaru?
yeah, not a joke. He's Subaru.
Oh wow.
He's his whole thing is that like when he dies, he like respawns at a checkpoint.
Okay.
He doesn't get to choose where the checkpoints are.
Oh.
It's kind of like just good areas. Like after he's made good choices, there's like sort of like a checkpoint. But yeah, no, it's pretty sad, especially one time when he leaves and then comes back and finds all of his like loved ones massacred. But yeah, no, ReZero is pretty good. I do plan on watching the rest of it. I just don't know when I'm gonna get around to it.
No.
I think there's a couple movies. I've watched one of the movies. I've watched Frozen, yeah, the Frozen Bond, and that movie was so fucking boring. I don't know if it got good reviews or anything, but ReZero, the Frozen Bond, was hard to watch because it was so fucking boring. It followed it wasn't it was like a prequel sort of thing. It was like a flashback sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
And it didn't have Subaru in it. So like the whole big thing where it's like he dies and then like comes back and stuff never happened, and it was just Amelia doing her thing and like it showing like, oh, she's like discriminated because she looks like the evil witch and stuff.
Yeah.
But dude, it was so boring. I remember I almost fell asleep like 5 times watching it because the setting is just like, there were cool moments, but like the setting was just like snow.
Yeah. There's just nothing more to it.
Like it was just snow and like it was just like, I don't know. It was just fucking boring. Like it was just boring. I just thought it was boring. That's literally it. I
Hey.
thought it was boring. No,
Sean?
I don't think the show's boring, but fuck, it was so boring.
What's up, Tyler?
Sean, what were some of your favorite moments in anime?
Oh. Well, what is it? This is gonna be a sad one. It's from My Hero, and it's. Have you guys? Obviously, I'm pretty sure you have, John, but I don't know about you, Tyler. Have you seen the? I think it's the arc with the liberation, Meta Liberation Army or whatever.
Yes.
So when I decided to actually take the time to read the manga when I was at work, I remember it clear as day. I was reading it and I got to the chapter where Twice died. And when I was reading it, I was so emotionally like,
Twice dies?
huh?
Wait, Twice dies?
Wait.
Have you, huh?
That hasn't happened in the anime.
Oh wait, no, that's in a later arc. Fuck, I forgot. Oh no, shit. Well, do you well then, I just realized I'm a dumbass.
That's pretty funny.
Never mind. I'm not gonna continue that one because
Oh
yeah, no, I'm not gonna
my.
continue that.
Uh,
Oh fuck, why did I think that was in that arc? Shit, I was.
When you said that, I was like trying to think.
Oh, you were like,
did I miss something in the show?
I was like,
Did
you're
I-
mistaken. He just got like stabbed 5 times.
Yeah, I was
no.
like, did I miss something? I was like, what's going on? And then
Yeah,
Jonathan
I'm a
said something. I was
little-
like,
I'm a
oh
little
shit.
I'm a little too ahead of the game now. Fuck. Okay.
I'm
not-
well,
I'm not
never
too
mind.
worried about it.
I'm gonna
I
scrap
was-
that one.
I was already kind of spoiled about Davi, but I'm not really that
Mhm.
surprised about him because there's only like, again, Tyler, cover your ears. There's only like fucking like 3 characters in the show that use fire.
Exactly, man.
But
But yeah.
yeah. So, not too concerned about that, but that was humorous right there.
I completely forgot that was in. You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna stop talking about it.
Oh, here. Do you want a good fighting anime? You
me.
watched Kaijo.
Kaijo.
Yeah, Kaijo. Keijo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like this tournament of this one sport. It's technically a sports anime. And the
Kaijo Good
sport
girl.
yeah. The sport is they're on these little floating docks and they have to knock the other girl off with only their ass or
This part's getting cut
Jonathan.
out.
No, it's not. But Jonathan, what the hell?
trolled. Nah, it
What's
is,
the-
dude. It is actually. I'm gonna be real. This shit's actually fucking intense as
like
hell.
aside from all all of the how can I put this? All of the horniness.
Nah,
rather
it's
good
dude.
show?
It's actually a pretty fun show to watch. It's a fun watch. Aside from the horniness, there's also some
Yeah.
really fucking dude. It's so fucking wacky because the one chick's supposed to be like really flat, and her like special move, she like pulls up her swimsuit so it's like super tight, and then it's like the fucking no, it's the fucking like drill ass attack, and she like where she uses her ass to like drill into the opponent and knock them from the floating dock. It's so dumb. It's so fun. And the main girl has like a fucking Super Saiyan power.
The only thing that I can picture in my mind when you said that, when you said she basically like throws her ass at her opponent.
Dude,
Pretty much.
they literally use their ass, and they fucking like their ass like beats the other person up. It's so hard to explain, but it's so funny. It's so funny.
The only thing that I could picture in my mind was it's Peach's side B in Smash. And I gave this I don't know the actual name for the move in the game, but I gave this move the name the the rump bump. And every time me and my friends we'd be over at somebody's house, we decided like to play Smash, and if we wanted to, we decided to fuck around with people. I would play Peach and I would just go around just like I would constantly just spam my side B.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna just throw in some gifs real fast, just so you can see what I'm talking about. It's so absurd, and it's so
God.
funny. They literally beat the shit out of each other with
What
their
is this?
ass.
Are you kidding me?
Dude,
Jonathan?
it's such a good watch.
Jonathan,
I swear to
I
you.
just played a
Jonathan,
second one and I just
Jonathan.
see
What?
getting a face full of
How did
ass.
you find this?
How did you find
Oh,
this?
I watched it when it was one of the like seasonal anime, and I was bored, and I was like, fuck it, I'll watch that.
Oh my god.
Why?
Dude, oh my god, and I don't regret it, cause it's so funny. Dude,
My
Bruh.
god.
dude.
Well,
Like there's
transfer us into a
there's
different-
fight scenes like this.
There's
Hold on.
more.
There's fight scenes where they're literally doing the fucking like
What is this?
they're doing the fucking Dragon
This
Ball
is
like
disgusting.
they're doing the Dragon Ball
That is
like
quite literally like.
Whoa.
like they're doing the Dragon Ball like punch thing,
God.
but they're stationary and their asses are punching each other. It's
This is
so
so
dumb.
weird.
Their
It's
asses.
so
I can. I don't
dumb.
even have to hear anything. I can just hear it in my mind. Just their asses
The
just going.
fucking Dragon Ball,
I
like,
feel like
Dude.
they're yelling a ton too.
dude, it's so funny.
That
It's
is weird.
it's so funny.
Oh my god.
Like
I might
I
actually
find
have to-
I find
might
some
have
really
to
weird
try
shit
this.
funny. I'll be honest. I find some really weird shit funny. This show is genuinely hilarious by accident.
Okay.
I assume by accident.
Maybe
It's
what
really
is it?
good.
Maybe the next time I come up to see you guys, we should make it a
Can we
priority to
watch
binge
Kaijo?
Keijo. Kaijo,
Oh,
Keijo. Fucking
Oh. It's a real sport too.
What?
It's a real sport.
You're
It doesn't.
kidding.
It's
Sean's
not.
like, where do I sign up?
It's
bro?
not. It's not like it is.
Tyler.
it's not-
Tyler's got his priorities straight, bro.
It's not like it is in the anime, obviously, because that's literally not possible. But
Oh.
it is a real sport in Japan. And I haven't watched it, but I have confirmed that it's a real sport. It's called Kaijo.
It... Oh my! I need to look this up.
Why do you need to look it up?
Why do you need
No,
to look it up, Sean?
Keijo
What?
sport, real life.
Sport,
It's
sport.
Portugal.
Is it Portugal? I know they do it
Apparently,
in
like, that's-
Japan.
I think yeah. It said one of the search results was Portugal. But
Yeah, no.
I can't.
What the fuck did you find? Okay, well, to transfer
I'm
us
just
into a
amazed by
different
that.
topic.
I thought it was Japanese.
Really, let's change the subject from.
Are you sure
let's
about?
change
I
the
don't know. I don't know.
One
I
of
mean,
my-
I mean, I'm kind of interested in the
yeah.
in the new Doctor Strange trailer that just released.
I was gonna
To be honest.
say a favorite moment of mine from anime.
Go ahead and
We
then
recently
we can-
talked about this anime.
Huh.
It was in the first season. This scene was so phenomenal. It's the scene in Demon Slayer when Tanjiro awakens the fire breathing,
Mhm.
or the sun. We could call it sun breathing because it's kind of sun
Yeah,
breathing.
the Hinokami Kagura.
Yeah, that scene is so perfect.
Oh wait,
Like,
when he uses
the-
it against the lower moon rank, I can't remember his fucking.
Yes, and
Mhm.
and Nezuko like reaches out
And
and, like
uses-
grabs her fist and like
uses
uses,
her,
like meshes with Tanjiro. Yes,
Mhm.
that scene
That
is so
that one
beautiful.
that was a beautifully animated scene. Like I have no complaints about that in the slightest.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, my mic cut out. So
Ah.
and like storytelling in that part too, like when he's like running towards him and like you see
Mhm.
Dad doing that, doing like the ritual dance and everything. Like
Yeah.
everything I've seen, I just love it so much. And like watching it back like 3 times during my lunch period and like showing it to some people like this scene is nuts. And I remember like talking about it, like it was
She's
just
just
so
fucking insane, bro.
yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was pretty
Mm-hmm. He was beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
unrelated. An amazing moment. Not technically not an anime. The Avatar. Amazing
Oh.
moment. Amazing moment in that is anytime Toph speaks.
Yes, any scene with Toph.
Any scene with Toph. Hey, look! I think I see water over there. Really?
Really? Looks at everybody. I'm blind, you stupid shits.
God.
Especially same thing when when they're going to the to find the library. Look, guys,
Yeah.
it's the library. Where? Made you look.
I
They
remember
were all
when
at-
quarantine first started and me and
Mhm.
Sean were talking about watching that show.
Yeah.
Because I was
Oh,
rewatching it
man.
and the show was still on.
Mm-hmm. The funny part too. Didn't you watch it like as a kid growing up? Like,
No.
didn't
I did.
You
No,
did.
I did
you
not.
did, Jonathan.
I did. Yeah.
I didn't. I sadly was not blessed with that kind of childhood. and I actually never grew up watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. So when I watched it when it was
It was a
out on
lot
Netflix,
shorter than I remembered.
yeah, I
There probably
understand
a lot
that.
of reruns when it was first live coming out.
Probably.
And like knowing
Also-
you, Jonathan, you're probably like, "Oh no, sick, a new episode." And it was like the same thing you watched
Dude.
last week.
Fucking
Pretty
bruh. Yeah, fucking, and then also best character is Toph, but close
Mhm.
second is what's his name? The fucking old guy.
Iroh?
Nah, not Iroh. The old guy,
Oh,
the fucking stone bender.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. It's
I had an action figure of him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, me and my brother loved Avatar. We had
Boomy.
action figures and stuff. Boomy.
Boomy was his
I
name.
had
That's what it was.
I had an action figure of Boomy.
Ah,
We had like Zuko action figures and stuff. Specifically the one with like the mask and the two swords, or the one
Yeah.
sword that breaks off into two swords.
Yeah. I remember when I
also-
saw that for the first time. I thought that was like the most badass looking sword I've ever seen.
Also, I forgot how much a bitch Katara was.
Oh my god.
God,
Don't
she was
remind me.
so insufferable.
Dude. She every time there'd be some kind of like major event going on, she'd be like, "Yeah, well, my mother died." It's like, "Shut the fuck up,
It's
Katara.
like,
No one cares."
dude,
The first
like,
season's
literally-
over.
it was like Sokka's your mom had the same mom, right?
Yeah, no,
She's like,
and
"Yeah,
then
but
Sokka
it affected me
brings
more."
that up.
It's like he does. He mentions it.
He's
to
like, hey, you know
Katara."
we had the same mom, and then she's like, yeah, well, you didn't know her like I did. Like,
Yeah, she's like,
that's
"Well, you
the
didn't have a
worst
connection
thing
like
you
I
could
did." It's
say.
like, huh? Like, excuse me, bitch.
Oh
Like,
God.
sorry
I don't
that
know
you
about
had
y'all,
daddy
but-
issues growing.
Iroh to me was the best.
Iroh
fucking
was a
person.
Chad.
Iroh was a Chad. He was
Like
he was the
this man made
definition
me
of a
like
Chad.
tea. Like I wanted to try tea because of him. Like
Hmm.
I do like meditation,
Also-
all that. It's just Iroh.
Another thing, as a kid, I remember the one guy that looks like Spike Spiegel from,
Yeah.
I remember him being fucking awesome.
Wait, who? Wait. Is he
Jet.
an Earthbend? Oh, Jet.
Jet.
Yeah, I remember
have
him
mixed
being
opinions on
fucking
Jet.
awesome, but rewatching it I was like, God, he is such a fucking loser. As a kid I remember thinking he was fucking awesome though. More so than that, it was Zuko. Zuko was I literally just remember Zuko being really really bad and then really really good. But
Yeah.
rewatching it, I definitely think like Zuko
Zuko was one of the best
Zuko was a
characters in the entire
like
series.
Aang was
His
the main
story is
character.
fantastic.
Aang was the
Yes.
main character, but Zuko was the main character. The story,
Yeah.
like you followed Zuko, the story.
You did, and I did like genuinely like how he went through like ups and downs trying to figure out who he is, and I thought it was kind of weird at first when like his firebending wasn't working, but then when they explained that like most firebenders use their rage, and the original firebenders, the dragons, used what was it? Didn't they just use
mouths.
yeah, they were just oh that right there. That is one of my favorite moments. Was when it was when Azula captured Iroh and Zuko, and she was talking to them, saying like how they're talking. I think it was after they took over Ba Sing Se or something, but basically they were in the room with a bunch of it was with a bunch of the earthbending soldiers or whatever, and he's like, Azula, can I ask you something? And she's like, what? He says, do you know why they call me the Dragon of the West? And she's like, Uncle, I'm not in the mood for stories. He's like, oh no, not a story, more like a demonstration, and breathes fucking fire at
Yeah, that
everybody,
was
and then
sick.
they escape. That was one of my
spinning in a
favorite
circle when he
moments.
does it.
Yeah, and he just spins around, breathing fire at everybody. I thought that was so cool.
He's such a G.
Such an amazing scene. But anyway, do y'all want to talk about the new
Doctor
trailer for
Strange?
Doctor Strange?
I just
Yes.
watched it right
Mhm.
before we started. um, looked pretty good, but I also don't really like Wanda. I
Why?
like
Yeah, explain to me why.
why I don't like Wanda.
Yeah, why don't you
There's
like
not really
Wanda?
a specific reason. I just don't really like Wanda. I'm gonna be real.
That's kind of how I'm with Captain Marvel.
Like no,
Yeah.
Captain Marvel. There's a lot of reasons why she's a bad character.
For one, Brie
Wanda,
Larson
there's
was like, oh
not.
yeah, no, I could.
There's
oh, yeah,
not
no, I
really
can
any
lift, I can
reasons.
lift
I just don't really
Mjolnir.
like
I
her.
could beat everybody in the
I
MCU.
like-
No, you can't, bitch. No,
Like
you
I
fucking
like
can't.
I like Wanda's brother, more than her.
Oh, Pietro. Mhm.
But I just don't like Wanda that much.
I
I
get it.
also didn't watch WandaVision, and I'm not going to because
It was not that
Honestly,
good.
the only
I'm sorry, it was
it-
not that good.
I'm gonna say this: the show was mid. It was very boring and slow up until they got into like the basically the Modern Family type of like style,
Yeah,
I
when she
guess.
started going crazy.
When it actually started getting good, pretty much. Like
no.
halfway into the season, when it actually started getting good, that's when I was really interested. But before that, it was so hard to watch because I was just like, I don't want to watch fucking sitcoms.
I remember getting together with like some of my friends, and we were about to watch it, and
Mhm.
we were literally sitting there like so excited, and we watched the first 2 episodes because the first 2 came out together,
Yeah.
and we all looked at we like after the first episode we were like, or is this just a Marvel sitcom? Like the hell are we watching?
Exactly, bro.
We were all looking around like we kind of were expecting like an actual like Marvel like
Yeah.
show, not like some sitcom with Marvel characters. Like what is this?
Loki was amazing though.
Yes, Loki was an amazing series.
Loki was so good.
There were some parts of Loki that I thought were dumb, but overall, Loki was great.
Yes. I thought it was very funny though how everyone was giving the show shit because Loki, basically fell in love with himself.
It's a Loki thing to do.
Yeah, it's a very Loki. thing.
Even actual Loki, that's a Loki
Exactly,
thing to
bro. Exactly.
do. Loki fucked a horse.
For me though, the best new of the new shows
Mhm.
would have to be Hawkeye.
I haven't watched Hawkeye.
I watched Hawkeye. I thought it was a good series, but me personally, I don't know. I thought Kingpin was a little goofy.
I
think
can agree with that.
In my opinion, Kingpin was a little too goofy. Like
Yeah, he's
he wasn't-
a hard ass, and he definitely was in
wasn't-
the show.
he wasn't the Kingpin we knew back in like the Netflix Daredevil series. Now
Buff
that
Jeffrey
yes.
Bezos.
that I need to watch. I need to finish watching. I've only finished the first season, but I need to keep watching it because I know it gets really
Great
fucking
show.
good. Yeah, but
Kingpin is Buff Jeffrey Bezos.
he is buff.
No,
he is
but
buff.
the reason why I like
Jeffrey
that show a
Bezos.
lot is because the pacing and like the storytelling in that show was just very enjoyable for me. Like it
Mhm.
felt like one of the most enjoyable shows you could like sit back and turn on.
Yeah.
Hawkeye. And I personally like Hawkeye when I was growing up was like one of my favorites. So like I might be biased with that, but he definitely was
Mhm.
like my favorite shows of like the new era of ones that were coming out.
I always
Yeah.
thought Hawkeye was a fucking loser.
Big L.
Just hands him a fucking L.
I mean, I thought his original outfit was pretty cool with like the purple like shit on his face and stuff, but like
Well, that kind of comes into the play at the end of the show.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they do. They
no,
do
he was
actually
pretty-
get into that kind of topic.
He was kind of a loser.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool how they set up because like the show if you watch it kind of like sets up this new era of superheroes that are starting to form like almost this, like second Avengers. It's coming of the Avengers.
I'm waiting
It's, like,
for
it's really cool to see it.
I'm waiting for Mr. Incredible to appear in the timeline.
Come on, dude. Oh, don't even.
Or like Deadpool.
I won.
I think Deadpool could possibly be in
It said I win.
like Strange.
I don't think so. I would love it. I want another Deadpool movie. Because Ryan Reynolds is great, but like I don't know. I don't see Deadpool appearing in a movie anytime soon.
I don't either. But
Maybe a
one person I do
cameo or
appear seeing,
something.
one person I do see coming into the movies, mainly because it's been fucking confirmed, is Patrick Stewart's Professor X coming into
Yes,
Multiverse of Madness.
that is so cool. I don't know what the hell he's gonna be doing, but that is so fucking sick.
From the sound of it, it looks like there's going to be like a council. Like, are we going to be getting like a live action version of the Illuminati from the Marvel comics? Because it looked like Strange was in some kind of like, I don't know, like some kind of court hall or something.
It's probably
yeah, he
because
got
broke
arrested.
some. Yeah, it's probably because he broke some rule from
Yeah,
No
and
Way
like you
Home.
see, and you saw like the Ultron bots escorting. I think it was him. I've already forgotten, but they were escorting somebody. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I don't
The
really know.
fucking what's his name? Starro? I think that's his name.
Starro.
Starro, he's the giant starfish that like throws
That's
a
from
bus at him.
DC, but okay.
Oh. No, well there is a giant I there's
I
a
know what you're
giant
talking about.
starfish.
It's a giant tentacle monster with a fucking gigantic ass eyeball. Just chucks a
Looks like Starro.
yeah. I thought that was
Curious about
actually
that.
you know the when he just created a buzzsaw. I never thought of that when I first saw the trailer. Like I never actually thought of that as being an actual spell he'd use.
I am a little curious why they have a giant starfish monster. I mean, like, it is a giant fucking starfish monster that throws a fucking bus at Doctor Strange and then he cuts it in half.
Yep.
It's pretty
That's
fucking crazy.
really it.
Um,
I think I can say that I'm excited to see Wanda's villain arc. I know you don't like
Yes.
her. I know you don't like her, but it's clear that she's gonna be at least being the villain at some point in the movie, and I'm quite excited to see Doctor
Dude,
Strange fight Wanda.
I want
Like,
Quicksilver to come back. I
want
want
him to come
I
back.
want
I don't
original
want
The good
I don't
one.
want
original Quicksilver.
I don't want another dick
original
joke in
Quicksilver.
Marvel. Okay, you hear me, Marvel? I don't want another fucking dick joke. I don't want Ralph Boner. Okay, I want Peter. I want I want my X-Men's Quicksilver, bitch. Come
I
on, like give
want
it to me, man.
Original Quicksilver.
Come on, man. Evan
So
Peters.
much better.
Give me Evan Peters, brother. But I just realized that we're at an hour and 6 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it here.
Oh, but I was just about
Or
to
did we
say
wanna-
that I want them to start making X-Men movies next. I'm gonna be real. I think I do like the X-Men characters a little more than, at least I like the X-Men villains and stuff more than
True,
the
like Magneto. One thing I
yeah,
hope, like this might
Magneto.
just be me, but I just hope that they don't bring in Wolverine into the MCU immediately.
I really do want Doctor Doom.
Yes.
Doctor
Yes.
Doom's one of the greatest characters.
I agree.
All right. Well, are we finishing this up?
Yep, we're done.